everybody, Mark here, and this is the third video of the reheating the McDonald's. Now, there's a bit of a change of plan. This is actually the next morning, the following morning. I'm wearing the same shirt as because I did part 1 and part 2 yesterday. Fell asleep on the couch, just woken up. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, so that's why I'm going to eat the third Big Mac in the same shirt as yesterday. So the Big Mac is, I've worked out on the clock there, 19 hours old is what these are. And I'm going to try the third. Actually, I better turn the oven on. Alright, going to start the oven, getting it warm while I'm talking. Now, there's the third of the 3. There we are. As I say, 19. Well, you know, it's a little bit hard. It's remember the second one where I did it in the air fryer. It was kind of toasty, and it'd been, the bun had been toasty. It was kind of hard. That's what this feels like, and it hasn't even been cooked yet or reheated. It's quite firm. I mean, it's yeah. I mean, it looks all dried up and. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't, like I say, I'm going to eat it anyway. It doesn't look all particularly appetizing. Alright, but I'm going to do, I'll get the plate in the picture there. Right, oh actually I don't want the plate, do I? I want the baking tray. Okay, I'm going to put it on the baking tray. There we go. And got the chips. Now, they didn't put any salt on the chips yesterday, which is kind of unusual, I think, because sometimes they do. I've been in the car last week with my brother eating a McDonald's in the car park, and they put salt on those. Okay. Now, there we have it. Okay, so, Big Mac. This is supposed to be, oh, you know what? I think, see, because I bought these with the vouchers. It was like Big Mac and chips, or fish fillet and chips, or chicken burger and chips, right, for $1.99. There's a ticket on the back of the bus, voucher on the back of the bus ticket. And it turns out you get what I think is a medium. It's hard to tell because when I was young, the small was in a little paper bag, and then you had medium and then large. So I don't even know what they. I would have wish they would just say on the thing there. So yeah, I reckon that's a medium. So I'm not making a lot of sense because, like I say, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. I've been awake for like half an hour. Fell asleep on the couch watching YouTube, and stuff, and doing some stuff. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to put this in the oven, and I'm going to put it in for, I figure, try 10 minutes. Okay, and then I'll see if it needs cooking anymore. I can't remember if I said before, but the oven I put on for 190. Was that, I don't know, that's Celsius, I don't know, 190. And put it in for exactly 10 minutes. Now, I've just pulled this out. It's slightly short than 10 minutes. I timed it for 10, took it out about 8 or 9 minutes. Okay, now it is steaming hot. The bun is very, very firm on top. I took it out slightly early because I can see everything around the edges of the Big Mac is starting to, the lettuce is starting to brown up, or it's starting to burn. The cheese is all melted, and the chips look okay. Interesting, actually. The chips don't taste as, I mean, they're not as good as the fresh, of course, because that was 19 hours ago. But out of the 3 methods, doing them in the oven makes them taste a whole lot better than the other 2. Although Obviously, like I say, not as good as fresh, but out of the three, the oven is the way. Alright, I'm going to put this on a plate now. Okay. Yeah, there's a few chips that are a little bit darker than the, you know, because they've been in the oven on a plate that is very hot, so they browned off. A lot firmer and crunchier. Now, the burger is very firm. Jesus, good. There, very firm. But yeah, it looks fairly appetizing. Okay, we're going to go with a taste test. Now, oh boy, yeah. The where it's been on that that baking tray in the oven, you can see it's very dark now. But that's one of the, I should have. It's been a while since that's happened. I've had that on bread products. Well, here we go. The bun is very, very crispy. It's actually shrunk down in size as well, you know. It's about, as you, I don't know if you can see that, it's not as tall as it was. I don't know why, maybe all the moisture's come out of it. That's the thing. I'm going to eat it because I paid £2 for it, right? And it's early in the morning and I'm pretty hungry. But it's not ideal. The bread is too overdone. Possibly, I mean, I did it at 180 or 190 for about 8 or 9 minutes. That may have been a little bit too long. Or, if you're going to do it like that, turn it over halfway through. That way it doesn't burn on the bottom. Yeah. The insides of the burger don't taste as good as the other two variations of cooking. It definitely has a texture of burntness. Yeah, because where in the other two methods the sauce kind of gives it that extra, you know, it leaves moisture in the product, whereas doing it in the oven doesn't, or at least not the way I did it. You know, all the moisture's been taken out of it pretty much. The bread is hard. The meat and the sauce has been reduced in moisture. You know, when I take a bite of this, it reminds me of eating a cheese toastie, where you've got purposely toasted bread on the outside, cheese and other things on the inside, some kind of meat, but you've got to go through that and that crunch of the outside toast, and then it's soft and cheesy in the middle. That's what this tastes like. That's what this reminds me of. It's a cheese toastie. Yeah, my advice is, well, I won't be doing them in the oven again. I think somewhere between the microwave and the air fryer is the way to go. Definitely not the oven, purely because the oven just dries it out way too much. Anyway, but have a look at the other two videos and you'll be able to make up your mind. But in my opinion, it makes it too hard and crunchy. Unless you like your Big Macs tasting like cheese toasties, then by all means. But nah. Anyway. So that's the third out of the three. If you fancy finding out the other results, check out the same title as what this is, but it's number 1, number 2, and this being number 3. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to try and put links for those other two up there. And yeah, I mean, bearing in mind this is 19 hours old. I bought it at midday yesterday, and now it's 7 o'clock in the morning. So, although that shouldn't have anything much to do with it, I mean, it still felt fairly soft before I put it in the oven, you know. Okay. There you have it, and thank you for watching.